Great news for chocolate lovers. That means just about everybody. A new study reveals eating your favorite treat may have a new handful of health benefits. But don't go diving into those candy jars just yet. Here to tell us more about these benefits and how to enjoy them properly is registered dietitian Cynthia Sass. Cynthia, it's great to see you on the show again.
Oh, thanks so much. I am very happy to spread the news about chocolate.
And I think we are very happy to receive it. I mean, as if we need another excuse to indulge in chocolate. You're here to tell us that there are new studies that are showing it's even better than we thought.
Very exciting. So here's one of them. Heart attack survivors who ate chocolate just twice a week slashed their risk of dying from heart disease threefold.
Wow.
So just twice a week. But other good news, women who ate chocolate every day
love that one.
reduced the lousy or bad LDL cholesterol by 6% and increased the good, happy HDL cholesterol by 9% in just 1 week.
Wow. Every day? Well, I'm behind. I need to catch up here.
You can eat chocolate every day, but if you want to cut the calorie cost, I would recommend eating it as a condiment. So you can spread it, dip it, swirl it, sip it, and drizzle it.
I love this. I love this. Is a healthy way to approach it, because obviously this is not giving us license to just gorge ourselves on chocolate.
Yeah.
But before we get into your wonderful ways of enjoying chocolate, there must be some chocolates that are better for us than others. Is that right?
Well, we've heard a lot about dark chocolate being the best because it tends to retain more antioxidants when you have a higher cocoa content. So we see 65% dark, 85% dark. I actually have a bar at home that's 99% dark.
Wow.
But as the percent dark goes up, it's more and more bitter because the antioxidants that are so beneficial for us in our arteries, for our heart, for our brain, are bitter tasting. So really the best chocolate is the dark chocolate that has been processed in a way that retains more of those antioxidants. But the good news is that you can add it to something sweet to sort of offset the bitterness. Then you get the benefit.
And the darker it is, does that mean any benefits in terms of fewer calories?
Generally not, unfortunately.
Right, dark. Okay. It just means more antioxidants.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, now let's get into this fabulous, this little spread that you have here.
Okay.
I love that one way we can eat it is just by spreading it on toast, like the Europeans.
Right, right. You take some whole grain toast, you spread it on there, and that will save you about 100 calories compared to, say, spreading peanut butter. And it just gives you something different, another option. It's just as decadent. But you basically take the little dark chocolate squares, just put it in the microwave for a little bit. Or another way to melt dark chocolate is you can add a little bit of hot water and just stir it.
So that chocolate has fewer calories than peanut butter, than the equivalent amount of peanut butter.
2 tablespoons of peanut butter is 200 calories.
Wow.
So this will save you 100.
I'm sold. Who wouldn't opt for the chocolate?
Right.
And then, of course, you can dip it in those lovely little fondue pots that your mom used to have. I love that idea. In fact, I think I might have to try a little bit of it.
Any kind of fresh fruit. Now, compared to just 4 little tiny chocolate-dipped pretzels, this will save you 200 calories. So think those little tiny pretzels that you see in the store, you know, those don't fill you up. They're not very satiating. But when you have the fiber, you have the other antioxidants from the fruit, and you dip it in chocolate, then you're getting more food for fewer calories
and it helps
more
you
nutrition.
You don't go overboard with the chocolate that way.
Exactly.
Oh, that's absolutely divine, I must say. All right, and over here we can swirl it, right?
Yes, who doesn't love chocolate at breakfast, right? Into your oatmeal. I do recommend things like almond butter, swirling it into your oatmeal, but why not try 2 tablespoons of dark chocolate chips? They really melt very nicely into the oatmeal, and 2 tablespoons, only about 70 calories.
Is that fewer calories than, let's say, nuts, a handful of nuts?
Yeah, actually, an ounce of nuts is generally about 200 calories.
Well, very well said, Cynthia Sass. Very well said. All right, and of course now we can sip it. We can make a smoothie, and that looks absolutely fantastic.
This is a recipe I make at home all the time. It's a little bit of vanilla soy milk. It's got frozen cherries and frozen strawberries with no added sugar, just frozen fruit. And then I added 2 tablespoons of dark chocolate chips. This will save you, compared to a regular, let's say, chocolate milkshake, 500 calories.
Unbelievable. Can I try it?
Oh, please, please.
This looks absolutely delightful. Okay.
And then finally, here we have, instead of, let's say, a regular sundae at a supermarket,
this is so thick. I'm sorry. This is so thick. It's
you might
amazing.
have to have that with a spoon, and actually it will last you a little bit longer if you have it with a spoon.
Yeah, absolutely. So good.
So instead of a sundae, have some fresh fruit. You melt the dark chocolate and just drizzle it over the top. This will save you 1,000 calories compared to a sundae.
So same as here. You've melted the chocolate in a little fondue pot. You drizzle it. Can you drizzle it on not just fruit, on nuts, on...
Absolutely. Into your non-fat Greek yogurt. You know, the Greek yogurt has more protein, which is why we like to recommend that. But basically what you have to know is those antioxidants inside your body, they relax the blood vessels, they open up blood flow, they help protect the arteries. And really, in terms of head-to-toe health benefits, probably the best tasting food on the planet that we all crave.
Absolutely.
So ways of incorporating that cut calories and give you all those benefits, you can't go wrong.
And to give us a visual of how much, because you said a woman that consumes chocolate every day has these benefits, what is the visual amount? Is it about the equivalent of one of those squares?
Well, it's an ounce. Now, when you think of a typical bar, most bars are about 3.5 ounces. So it would be a third of a bar. But now, a lot of the manufacturers are selling 1 ounce portions. So if you feel like you might eat that whole bar,
just look out for the 1 ounce bar.
And another thing to know is if you do have chocolate every day, generally your cravings go down because when you know you're having it every day, you won't binge on it.
Absolutely. So when you're out and about and you're looking for something to add a little chocolate to your diet, do you recommend grabbing that chocolate chip muffin, or should you be a little more cautious?
Probably not, because those chocolate chips are wrapped in a very high-calorie dough. And
good point.
So the best thing to do is to add it yourself. When you have the dark chocolate squares, the dark chocolate chips, you can control how much chocolate and the quality of that chocolate yourself.
Because the quality does vary, right?
Yeah.
Tremendously.
Yeah, and the processing really does affect the antioxidant levels as well. Now, fortunately, we're learning a lot more about that, and we're able to retain those antioxidants with the higher cocoa content. And you can actually cut the calories and get more flavor in a smaller portion.
So much better to do it yourself and control that chocolate intake.
DIY your chocolate.
Absolutely. Cynthia Sass, thank you so much for delivering this delightful message. We were very happy to receive it. And for more health tips, don't forget to log on to our website by visiting the health page at abcnews.com.
ABC News Now. Good to know.